Subtitles. The living room fell silent like in awe. Everyone froze. Grandma's eyes glowed brightly. Relatives stood frozen, puzzled at how mild Jae-young suddenly became a superhero. Her husband brought Jae-young home and realized she had caught a bug, but was it really a bug? Maybe it was just an emotional explosion from too long without sun. Waking up in the car, Jae-young forgot everything that just happened. Despite being exhausted, she insisted on going to her parents. It's ironic she can only catch her breath there. An adult woman needs her childhood home to relax. She fled to her parents. No respite in marriage, none at in-laws, not even at home. Not even a moment to loosen up. Such was the life of Jae-young, the perfect child, the girl who never threw tantrums. Classic Asian daughter who was just adorably obedient, yet who would guess the amount of humiliation and fear she silently bore since her school days. One day after school, she found herself receiving special attention from a male classmate in the back. She curled up tightly, her eyes wide like a starving kitten, yet too terrified to say a word, just gritting her teeth. With trembling hands, she begged the lady ahead for help. At that moment, she was neither student nor girl. More like a scared rabbit, she grabbed her phone with trembling hands and fired off an SOS text to Dad. More tense than a final exam, she felt like a kid caught red-handed, too scared to ask for help. After getting off, that boy followed her, wearing a grin that could make anyone nauseous. Luckily, that earlier silent ant popped up, blocking the bad vibes with her body, and a potential tragedy was averted. Dad arrived faster than a superhero, but after hearing the story, he provided no comfort. Rather than scolding the boy, he seriously grilled Jae-young. Why were you so far from school? Well, hurry up and move, and don't let anyone see. Your skirt's too short. No one asked if she was scared. Instead, it felt like she was being interrogated, with all blame placed on her attire. This is the double whammy countless girls suffer, with the first blow from the perpetrator and the second from a loved one. The world never seems to punish the perpetrators, but is always eager to teach victims how to protect themselves. By the time Jae-young graduated, she was fretting over job hunting like a headless chicken, and Dad chimed in again. If you don't want it, then don't say it. Just submit and find a husband. That's your best bet. This time Mom finally snapped, yelling, "What on earth are you saying? What's the time to talk now? Why are you still speaking in fighting terms? Jae-young, don't stay silent." Say me, cried Jae-young's mom. Why the fuss? Not because she's sensitive, but because she knows the road her daughter is walking it's the same one she did. Every step was a willing concession, ending up in a silent result. She once wanted to get straight A's, dreaming of entering her ideal college to change her destiny, but could never qualify. Because she was the only daughter with two brothers boys must study, girls only need to know a few words. Her dreams became a flop, easily shattered by her brothers. She gave her youth for their dreams. In her silence, she buried her dreams in life's quicksand. She didn't regret it, but hated her fate. She loathed the era that didn't even allow her to dream. She didn't want her daughter to be another sobbing housewife in the kitchen. Fortunately, she secured a job at a major company, working late without grumbling. She told herself as long as she worked hard, gender wouldn't matter. But when the promotion list was posted, she took one look, hung her head, and left more blue-suited men as usual. She gathered the courage to ask her boss, only to be told, it was just because you're a woman. You girls will get married, get pregnant, take maternity leave, and be unstable. She internally winced. She quietly envied the carefree, handsome guy and told herself she'd be the superwoman who could both earn a living and manage a home. The dream seemed distant, reality lonely. After marriage, elders hinted family matters most. Jae-young clenched her teeth and persisted but couldn't escape her fate. After the baby arrived, she fully transformed into a mom rotating around a milk bottle in the stove. While the world around her sped by, she could only hear her own faint cries. The question, why must women always sacrifice for childbirth? Why does motherhood mean self-abandonment? Why must working women neglect family, while babysitting men are heroes? Thought-provoking. These questions are not just movie plots. They are the realities faced by ordinary women who sacrifice themselves for marriage and children. The deeper issue is who defines what a good woman is, and who silently dumps all the family responsibilities onto women. They are still expected to be graceful and perfect, all without complaint, and eventually they have to make the decision they once rejected. Quitting her job to stay home, she waited for the child to grow a bit before cautiously opening her photo app, where her sum is seen to only read as a loss. So she planned to get a part-time gig at the nearby bakery, even if it was just for the sake of recapturing some of her identity. But when she finally gathered courage to propose it, her husband erupted in anger, telling her to toss that idea out the window.